behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for stopping by. We've got a great interview in just a moment. But before we begin, as always, click on that subscribe button and bells button below you there, and you're always going to be notified of any new episodes coming your way. Leave a comment on the comment section if you like. We'd love to hear from you there. And if you pay attention to the description part as well as the closing credits at the end of the show, you're going to find contact info, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that. From Bangalore, India, we have Lazie J with us today. Another great artist, and I think you're going to love him. And we're going to get to that in a second. But first, here's a quick word from the King Gordon Show and Woody's Drumsticks. And remember, if you type in Palm Mash TV at checkout, you'll get 10% off your order of Woody's Drumsticks, so I hope you'll do that. So without further ado, we're going to go to the commercial, and we'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
At Woody's Drumsticks, we focus all of our sticks on being a hair longer than everybody else's. Why? Well, all of our sticks are going to be going through the same quality control process as every other stick on the planet. However, the extra length gives you an extended reach, so you can reach for higher cymbals. It makes the sticks last a little longer. We put our shorter taper at the end, which gives more girth in the base of the stick and allows you to play for longer, better, stronger, faster. So once you switch from one brand to Woody's, you'll never go back, and that's a guarantee.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Bangalore, India today, we have Lazie J, and thanks for coming on the show, Lazie.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah, well, we're glad to have you here. Tell us a little bit about how you got started in the music business, because, everyone has their own story. Maybe you started out as a musical family, maybe you just decided to wing it one day. I mean, tell us in your own words. We'd love to hear your story.
I started quite early, like when I was in the last years of school. I had a friend who was a drummer, and we thought of starting a band. I come from a very remote place in India, which is the southern tip of India. So in India, the kind of music played those days were mostly, if you have heard of Bollywood, or Indian classical music. So we were a few people who actually took up the guitar and started playing Western music. So that was back in 1991. So it's been 35 years since we started playing music. And so me and my friends started in school. We thought of forming a band, covering a few songs. And then we started writing on our own. I think after our school, we wrote our first song. And then ever since that, we have been playing our own music. And it's been quite some time.
Yeah, that's quite a story, and like you said, it's now 25 years since you started. That's quite an accomplishment there, and I hope you have many years ahead of you there. I think you mentioned Buddy Holly. Was he one of your idols growing up that helped influence you? And did you have any other influences?
Of course, see, we used to get these cassettes. Those days, it was cassettes, cassette players and cassettes and all those things which used to come bootlegged from different places. We used to get this cassettes of Scorpions and Whitesnake and a few pop bands like, of course, Michael Jackson and a few others. And Led Zeppelin. For that matter, Led Zeppelin was very popular among some of my seniors, elders. So we used to get those cassettes and practice. Like, I started getting into music because of them, because I used to listen to these cassettes, especially Scorpions and Led Zeppelin. Both were my favorites. So I used to listen to them quite a lot. In fact, almost the entire, songs. Led Zeppelin, even I have the entire set of albums with me. I listen to them even today. So it's like we've been, you can say, chronic fans of these bands. And then later on, I started listening to all sorts of music, from pop to metal. Anything which came by, I started listening to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you mentioned ABBA. Yeah, they're a really great band. I remember growing up on their
Yeah.
music. So, uh, but anyway, do you where can we find out more about you? I'm sure our audience would like to know. Do you have an official website? Do you have streaming media, social media? Everything. Go ahead and tell us all that.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of songs on YouTube, which we have played on many television shows. So most of them are shared on YouTube. When some of our live performances are there. You can find us on Spotify. And then Reverb Nation, quite a lot of places where you normally find music. So we are there on Spotify, we are there on YouTube, we are there, I think, in Apple Music. So most of these communities or music distribution channels, you can find Lazie, Lazie J. You have to type for that, you will get the band.
Okay, well, just check him out on all those platforms he just mentioned. I know he would love you for that. And I think the song we're about to watch is called "Don't Turn Around." Why don't you tell us a little story about that song? It's a great song, by the way.
Don't Turn Around. It's basically a song about somebody who's been dumped, or somebody who used to enjoy a lot of favors, suddenly running out of favor. And so it's all about telling that person, don't even look back. There's nothing back here. You have to just keep walking forward. So that the theme of the song is that it was written some time back during, I think, early 2001 or something. And then we got it recorded when me and my friend met after a break. So since we had to take up day jobs, to survive, we went to different cities, and then we came back together and regrouped, and then this was one song which we recorded. And it was a lucky song for us because we could get that song on MTV, we could get that song on VH1, on BBC. So quite a lot of places. Also went up the Euro indie charts. So we could kind of get a lot of friends through this song. Because a lot of people came to know us through this song.
Well, that's good. I didn't know you had your stuff played on all those networks. That's good to know. And as I said, it is a great song, and you guys are going to love it. And we're going to get to that in a second. But Lazie, thank you so much for being on the show. If you'd like to plug something new in the future, maybe you can come back sometime. I'd love to have you.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Paul, for featuring our song. Thank you very much.
Okay. Without further delay, here it is. Don't Turn Around by Lazie J. It begins right now.
Mary, don't turn around. like a merry-go-round. I ain't a goodie to sound. Mary, don't turn around. Mary, don't you turn home. You got a world you can roam until you fall and you're down. Mary, don't you turn home. Mary, don't you cry now. There is no way to find now. So keep on moving your own. Mary, don't you cry now. In the still of the night, you hear all of the call that you pay in the price that you have lied all your life. So don't you take your way home.